I once watched how the American president travels, and I shook my head. When he leaves the White House, he doesn't walk out alone. A military helicopter, Marine One, lifts off with him. And when Marine One is in the air, it's not alone either. Multiple F-35 fighter jets circle around it. Each F-35 costs tens of millions of dollars. One man, surrounded by war machines. Why? In case anyone dares to try something. When he flies, airspace is locked down. Planes that should land must circle. Nothing moves until he is clear. Everything freezes because the president is in transit. When he travels to another nation, he doesn't borrow that country's car. His own armored limousine flies ahead on a massive cargo plane. His vehicles arrive first. They line up, engines rumbling, waiting for him to land. And when his convoy moves through a city, roads are shut. If that road passes your house, you either leave early or you don't leave at all, because the president of another country is passing. Now listen, that president will not step down from office for you. He will not give you his throne because he loves you. His security, his honor, his position are guarded at all costs. Yet the one we are talking about now is greater than all presidents, kings, and rulers in history put together. And he chose the exact opposite path. Philippians chapter 2 says Christ was in the form of God, fully divine, yet he did not cling to his status. He emptied himself, taking the form of a servant, being born as a man. He sat on heaven's throne. He spoke and galaxies appeared. Angels worshipped him. Creation responded to his word. Yet for your sake, he laid aside the visible glory. He didn't stop being God, but he refused to hold on to the privileges of being God. The Creator stepped into creation. The potter walked among the clay. The author wrote himself into his own story. Then came the unthinkable. The Creator allowed himself to be humiliated by his own creatures. In the garden, when soldiers came to arrest him, Peter drew a sword. Jesus stopped him and said he could call more than 12 legions of angels. One angel in Scripture wiped out armies. 12 legions would be devastating beyond imagination. He could have walked away. He stayed. They didn't overpower him. He surrendered. He said, "No one takes my life from me. I lay it down of my own accord. I have power to lay it down, and I have power to take it up again." When they asked, "Are you Jesus of Nazareth?" he replied, "I am he." And the guards fell backward. Just his name dropped them. Yet he allowed them to bind his hands. The hands that formed mountains and oceans tied. The mouth that calmed storms mocked and spat upon. The eyes that see eternity covered and slapped. Isaiah 52 verse 14 says, "His appearance was so disfigured he hardly looked human." The one angels adore was beaten until people would say, "What is this? Is this even a man?" They pressed a crown of thorns on the head that wears many crowns. They tore his back with whips. They nailed his body to a cross. The one who holds the universe together struggled to breathe, hanging for hours in pain and public shame. But the worst suffering wasn't physical, it was relational. For all eternity, Father, Son, and Spirit enjoyed perfect unity, no separation, no distance. But on the cross, he who knew no sin was made sin for us. The judgment our sin deserved fell on him. He cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" The Son feeling the horror of separation so we would never have to. Why would the Creator endure this at the hands of his creation? Why such shame, such suffering? One reason: love. Greater love has no one than this, that someone lay down his life for his friends. He didn't just lay his life down in a quiet corner, he laid it down publicly like a criminal for all to see. All of heaven watched the King of Glory hang between two thieves. Romans 8 verse 32 says, "He who did not spare his own Son, but gave him up for us all, how will he not also with him graciously give us all things?" This is why when I come to God, I don't come in fear. I'm not approaching a distant judge. I'm coming to a Father who has already given me his greatest treasure. If he did not hold back his own Son for you, what do you think he will hold back now? He gave you Christ, and
with Christ, he gave you access, forgiveness, adoption, inheritance. He tied everything to his Son and then gave his Son to you. So why are you afraid to ask? Why do you think your request is too big? You're not forcing God's hand when you pray according to his will. You're standing on the proof of his love. The cross is God's eternal declaration, I am willing. When he gave Jesus, he gave his best. So it does not matter who walked out of your life, who rejected you, who said you're not enough. The cross has already answered that statement. Yes, human love can fail. People change, leave, betray, or forget. Relationships end, hearts break. But no human rejection can overrule the value God set on you at Calvary. You may be crushed, but you are not abandoned. You may weep, but you are not worthless. You may be disappointed, but you are not disposable. We are loved too deeply to be permanently destroyed. Our hearts can be wounded, but they are held by a love that does not end. Jeremiah 31 verse 3 says, I have loved you with an everlasting love. Therefore, I have continued my faithfulness to you. Everlasting, not seasonal, not as long as you're perfect. A love that outlasts your failures and outlives every other love you've known. So when I pray boldly. The greatest proof of love has already been given. There is nothing left for God to prove. The Creator allowed himself to be humiliated by his creation, so you would never again doubt his heart towards you. You are too loved to live broken forever, too loved to be defined by who left, too loved to be ruined by what you've been through. Lift your eyes to the one who stretched his arms on that cross and hear him say, it was for you. I did this for you, and I will not let you go. This is God's ultimate sacrifice. This is your unshakable security. The Creator who once hung on a cross for you now sits on the throne, and he calls you his own.